In the words of Dalai Lama, the self is like a wave in the ocean. It appears for a moment, then disappears into the vastness of the sea. The self is an illusion in Buddhism, meaning our sense of a fixed, independent identity is a mental construct. Like a river that's always flowing, our thoughts, emotions, and physical form are in constant change. True freedom lies in realizing this impermanence and letting go of attachment to the self. Siddhartha's journey. Siddhartha was born into a life of luxury as a prince of the Shakya clan, dwelling in a castle with his family. His father, King Shuddhodana, named him Siddhartha, meaning every wish fulfilled. Although he was surrounded by music, dance, and pleasure, Siddhartha's thoughts were drawn to the problem of suffering. He reflected on the inevitability of sickness, old age, and death, realizing that these experiences could not be escaped. At the age of 29, after the birth of his son Rahula, Siddhartha decided to leave the palace in search of spiritual answers. After wandering for years and suffering, at the age of 35, Siddhartha sat below a Bodhi tree and resolved to meditate until he found the way to enlightenment, proclaiming, "Blood may become exhausted, flesh may decay, bones may fall apart, but I will never leave this place until I find the way to enlightenment." He thereafter found the path to enlightenment, becoming the Buddha at 35. At the heart of Buddha's teachings are the Four Noble Truths. 1. Life is marked by suffering, dukkha. 2. Suffering arises from craving and attachment, tanha. 3. There is an end to suffering, nirvana. 4. The path to liberation lies in the Eightfold Path. Eight Path is a practical guide to living a meaningful life. The 8 elements of Eightfold Path are 1. Right view. 2. Right intention. 3. Right speech. 4. Right action. 5. Right livelihood. 6. Right effort. 7. Right mindfulness. 8. Right concentration. Together, the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path form the cornerstone of Buddha's philosophy, showing us how to understand suffering and find lasting peace. The teachings of Buddha. The Buddha emphasized on the idea of middle path, a balanced approach that avoids the extremes of indulgence and self-denial. This teaching reminds us that balance, not excess or deprivation, is the key to harmony. Buddha taught about the impermanence of all things. Clinging to what is temporary, whether it's possessions, relationships, or even our emotions, leads to suffering. Letting go doesn't mean detachment from life, but embracing it without fear of loss. By understanding impermanence, we find freedom in the present moment. Central to Buddha's teachings is compassion, or karuna. He encouraged cultivating loving kindness toward all beings, including those we find difficult to love. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present, is a cornerstone of Buddhism. Through meditation, we train our minds to observe thoughts and emotions without judgment. This simple yet profound practice helps us respond to life's challenges with clarity and peace. In our fast-paced digital world, the teachings of Buddha offer a beacon of clarity. Let's start with mindfulness. How often do we lose hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, chasing likes and notifications? Practicing mindfulness, being fully present in the moment, helps us break free from these distractions. It allows us to focus on what truly matters and fosters a sense of peace amid the noise. The idea of impermanence reminds us that nothing lasts forever. The excitement of a new gadget or material possession quickly fades, leaving us yearning for the next thing. By understanding this, we learn to seek happiness from within rather than from fleeting external sources. The middle way teaches us balance. Instead of being consumed by endless distractions or completely avoiding technology, we can strive for moderation. Use these tools purposefully, but don't let them dominate your life. Buddha also taught contentment, the ability to find joy in simplicity. While the modern world tempts us to chase more, his teachings remind us that happiness comes from appreciating what we already have. After all, lasting joy isn't found in possessions, but in connection and gratitude. Incorporating these teachings into your life isn't about renouncing the modern world, but living in harmony with it. By practicing mindfulness, embracing impermanence, and finding balance, you can navigate today's challenges with wisdom and peace. Buddha's teachings are not just ancient wisdom. They are a timeless guide for anyone seeking a more meaningful life. Which teaching resonates with you the most? Let us know in the comments below. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. If you found this video insightful, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a moment of peace today. Let's spread the wisdom of the Buddha together.